Well, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be watching this wonderful evening. Welcome to the 22nd Annual Fur Ball. My name is Greg McQuaid from CBS 6. We're so delighted to have you with us here tonight for this remarkable virtual event. Together, we're going to be raising some crucial funds to save the lives of sick and injured and homeless animals. We are especially grateful to our title sponsor this evening, Dominion Energy, for its constant and extraordinary support. Dominion has been a remarkable partner and friend in life-saving the SPCA here in Richmond for many, many years. Our immense thanks also goes to the London Company for sponsoring tonight's ever-popular Parade of Pets. Every year, this Parade of Pets here at the Jefferson Hotel is one of the most fun highlights of the evening, and this year is not going to be any different. Thanks to our dear friends Cheryl and Stephen Goddard and everyone at the London Company. And finally, we are profoundly grateful to Richmond SPCA board member and chair of this virtual furball, Pat Manning. She is a gem and a love and a friend to all, and she is truly one in a million. Now, before we kick off tonight's Parade of Pets, Lisa Hicks Thomas, Deputy General Counsel for the Furball's title sponsor, Dominion Energy, would like to share a few words. Miss Lisa?
Hello, everybody. I'm Lisa Hicks Thomas, Deputy General Counsel for Regulatory Compliance at Dominion Energy. On behalf of our entire company, welcome to the Richmond SPCA Furball. Dominion Energy is proud to sponsor this event this year, as we have done for many, many years. And I'm delighted to join you in support of such a worthy cause and such a worthy organization. The Richmond SPCA has been helping animals for nearly 130 years now, and it is a national leader in progressive animal sheltering. As you know, the Richmond SPCA primarily takes in dogs and cats that are at risk of euthanasia from other shelters, focusing especially on sick or injured animals whose lives are at greatest risk. Through the Furball, your contributions support the Richmond SPCA's Cinderella Fund, which is used to treat those precious little ones. Let me tell you, when my Merida is under the weather, I want to do anything I can to make her feel better. And I love that the staff and the volunteers at the SPCA are there for those animals who don't have someone else to look out for them. Tonight is an occasion for celebration, and I think that after the year we've all had, all of us could use a little more of that. Unfortunately, the pandemic has forced many organizations to postpone or cancel events from single concerts to entire athletic seasons. So I want to tip my hat again to those at the SPCA who worked so hard to figure out how to let the Furball go forward in a safe and healthy way. People look forward to this event every year, and I think especially this year. It provides a nice interlude of normality and joy for us all. So once again, on behalf of Dominion Energy, thank you for all who are taking part in this evening's festivities and supporting our wonderful SPCA.
And now the moment we have all been waiting for, the London Company Parade of Pets. It's very, very exciting. We are honored to have with us here this evening our good friends Cheryl and Stephen Goddard of the London Company, tonight's Parade of Pets sponsor. The London Company has provided extraordinary support to the Richmond SPCA for many years, and their generosity has guaranteed a future to thousands of vulnerable homeless animals. Joining them is their grand dog and Richmond SPCA alum, Tofi Rand, companion to Richmond SPCA communications specialist Ann Randolph, and her husband, Remington Rand. You might remember when Tofi was our featured Cinderella pet at the 2017 Furball. That year, he made his Parade of Pets debut with Richmond Mayor LeVar Stoney. Tofi is living his best life when chasing a tennis ball or swimming, and he's delighted to represent the London Company during this fun and life-saving annual occasion. There is Tofi, along with Stephen and Cheryl Goddard. Please join me in welcoming Lisa Hicks Thomas, Deputy General Counsel for this evening's generous title sponsor, Dominion Energy. The Richmond SPCA is profoundly grateful to Dominion Energy for its many years of dedicated and generous support of the furball and of sick and injured homeless animals in great need, and we are thrilled to have Lisa and her Richmond SPCA adoptee, Merida, with us tonight. Lisa reports that for the first 6 weeks after adopting Merida, the Border Collie never barked. Now, Lisa says Merida could take home a first-place trophy in any barking competition. When not barking, Merida enjoys cuddling with her mom and dad before a good night's rest. This affectionate girl who has fully wiggled her way into her family's heart is a shining example of the love waiting for you at the Richmond SPCA's Humane Center. And now for a little serenade and a tradition here at the Furball. What would a parade of pets be without a song sung by Richmond SPCA board member Emerson Hughes?
Oh, there he is, Mr. SPCA. There he is, our ideal. Tim Tom Reeves, Richmond SPCA Sports Dog 2020.
Here comes the Richmond SPCA's very own mascot, Tim Tom, as his closest friends call him, and he's joined by his person, Kimber Reeves, who is a dedicated Girl Scout. Kimber and her family made sure at last year's Furball that Tim Tom would have a blast representing the Richmond SPCA as its mascot for the past year. Tim Tom's favorite appearance was the Christmas tree lighting right here at the historic Jefferson Hotel because he got to meet Santa and lots of children. Thanks to Tim Tom for being a perfect mascot for the Richmond SPCA and to the Reeves for all they do for us. Think your pet would make a great mascot? Register for our online Furball auction where one of tonight's packages is the chance for your dog or cat to be the Richmond SPCA's 2020-2021 mascot. We are delighted that Dallas and Lucy, who are accompanied this evening by BJ Cosin, could be with us tonight's big event. We're told that Lucy, named after Lucille Ball, is very smart and loves to play, so much so that anyone who plays with her is usually wiped out afterwards. Dallas, whose beloved guardian recently passed away, was taken in by BJ, who's been spoiling Dallas every day since. BJ shares that Dallas appreciates the finer things in life and once ate an entire coconut cake. Go Dallas. Wow, that's impressive. Please welcome Catherine Nelson and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Richmond SPCA, Jack Nelson, who are joined this evening by their beloved adopted dog, Brady. If Brady looks familiar, you might have seen this adorable mug on a can of Legend Brewing Company's Brady's Blonde Ale. The special brew, named for the Richmond SPCA alum, was released in the spring and can be found all over Richmond. Brady is one of the friendliest dogs you will ever meet, and he takes great pride in being the best dog breeder there is. Brady's favorite activities include doing zoomies and sprinting with the wind in his face. Go Brady! Please welcome to the staircase for her Parade of Pets debut, Chloe, the clever companion of Richmond SPCA board member Bartholomew Broadbent. Chloe enjoys a good game of chase, and her favorite place to stay and play is around the dining room table. Her other favorite activity is a daily visit to the goldfish at a nearby pond. While Chloe is convinced the fish come to the surface to see her, Bartholomew thinks it could have something to do with the fish food he is carrying. We won't tell Chloe if you don't. It's great to have you, Chloe, and we sure hope that this is the first of many Parade of Pets in your future. Get a load of Richmond SPCA alum Charlie, who is accompanied tonight by his dad, Patrick Lawson, and his mom and Richmond SPCA board member, Dr. Barbara Lawson. Charlie is a sprite 11-year-old who wiggled his way into the hearts of Barbara and Patrick after being adopted and returned to the Richmond SPCA multiple times. Charlie, who has separation anxiety, needed a patient family who would understand and work through his challenges. Barbara and Patrick were just the right match for this loving and loyal guy. Charlie is known in this house as the Squirrel Police and the Peacemaker, and his family affectionately refers to Charlie as the Glue. because he holds his canine siblings, Wally and Katie, together. Kittens, Firebird, and Stratocaster are escorted this evening by a Richmond SPCA board member and Holiday Barn Pet Resort's head of the pack, Michael Hughes. When both kittens were just days old, the Richmond SPCA transferred them along with their mom from Prince George Animal Shelter to the Robin Starr Humane Center. In the Richmond SPCA's care, the kittens have been gaining strength and weight and thriving, and soon they and their mom will be ready for adoption to lasting, loving homes in our community. The Cinderella Fund makes life-saving stories like theirs possible. Richmond SPCA Board and Furball Committee member Mel Miller, together with her husband Jeff Miller, are escorting Parade of Pets first-timers Poe, Charlie, and Sophie down the grand staircase here at the Jefferson Hotel. While Sophie is the smallest of the Miller's trio of pups, she considers herself the chief dog in charge. Her big bro Poe, who loves the neighborhood walks and casual boat rides, is a bit more laid back, content to let Sophie rule the roost. And Charlie, she loves to eat and sleep and cuddle with Mel. Could this trio be any cuter? Surely not. Next up, representing tonight's dinner sponsor, Colonial Web, are Albert and Beauregard. These delightful pups are accompanied by Maddie Brander and Alexander Lamberdies. While this might be the dog's first time participating in the Parade of Pets, they are no strangers to the Richmond SPCA. Both Albert and Beauregard are Richmond SPCA alum. Albert is a big snugglebug who is super playful, and his favorite toys just happens to be people's shoes. And Beauregard is an energetic puppy whose favorite napping spot is behind your neck. Too cute. Elle Layman is a devoted longtime member of the Furball Committee. Elle and her husband, Dr. Ralph Layman, are here this evening with Emmett and Lady Sonia, who are seasoned Furball pros. Both pups are participating in the Parade of Pets for the 7th year in a row. When not busy stealing the show, both pups are star pupils at the Richmond SPCA's School for Dogs, and they sure do look spectacular this evening. Thanks for being with us, folks. From home, please give a big round of applause to tonight's featured Cinderella pet, Mr. T, who is accompanied by Richmond SPCA Associate Veterinarian, Dr. David Molinas. Mr. T was surrendered to the Richmond SPCA by his former guardian, who could no longer manage Mr. T's very complex medical needs. When Mr. T arrived at the Humane Center, he had no use of his rear legs, but thanks to the Cinderella Fund, the Richmond SPCA was able to deliver Mr. T a range of therapies that paved the way to an amazing recovery. One where this precious little guy can use his hind legs. Mr. T and Dr. Molinas hope that this evening's event will raise all the money that the Richmond SPCA will need in the coming year for the medical treatment of thousands of pets in need, just like this cute guy right here, Mr. T. Please welcome Les Paul, who is being escorted this evening by Richmond SPCA Chief Executive Officer Tamsin Kingery. Les Paul is a littermate to Firebird and Stratocaster, whom you met a few pets ago, and he is quite excited to now have the spotlight all by himself. Les Paul recently finished treatment that included medications and fluids for gastrointestinal issues, and we are happy to report that this little fighter is feeling oh so much better and looking forward to being adopted to a lasting and loving home in the coming weeks. Thanks to your generous support of the Cinderella Fund, the Richmond SPCA is able to treat homeless pets, medical conditions, and guarantee a healthy future. Ladies and gentlemen, watching from home, this concludes the 22nd annual Furball's Parade of Pets, sponsored by the London Company. Thank you so much for watching from home, and thank you for your generous support of the Richmond SPCA's Cinderella Fund this evening.